wiretap media regarding the CBC claims that the Canadian Armed Forces are filled, I tell you, with extremism. Let's check this out.
Extremism within the Canadian Armed Forces is an ongoing issue, not a new development. As Evan Dyer reports, there is growing demand for more robust action to deal with it.
I would like to say that I'm surprised, but I'm not.
Professor Andy Knight says his own interviews with radicalized Canadian soldiers and ex-soldiers done at the military's request convinced him there was a problem.
There were some individuals that joined the military to learn the skills. One individual said that he joined the military to learn how to kill brown and black people.
Police say the four men were seeking to create an anti-government militia and aim to seize and hold a parcel of land.
So is that the first stages of creating, this white ethno-state that so many far-right actors and accelerationists, for example, are interested in?
Extremism.
Okay, so what I think, Drea, you have a couple of dreamers fantasizing about this so-called white state. I don't know what the resources would be used to create this state. And yet, ever since October 7th, 2023, in so many cities in our Great Dominion, we have had the Islamists come out openly chanting for genocide, having people dressing up as Yahya Sinwar, the mastermind of that massacre in Israel, the single biggest slaughter of Jews post-Holocaust. We have seen the display of swastikas and, oh, well, what you gonna do? It's free speech. And by the way, if you don't like that, shut your mouth or we're gonna arrest you as a member of a peaceful counter demonstration or a member of the independent press. It's amazing what greases the wheels for the likes of the CBC, who just don't report on these hate-filled rallies we have seen for almost 2 years now, Drea.
And that group, Samadon, burning the flags, calling for death to Canada, Israel, as well as the United States on Vancouver soil, didn't even lose its charity status after we finally joined other countries in deeming it a terrorist organization. They're a nonprofit. I don't know if they still are today because I haven't looked at it in the last couple of weeks. But they were a nonprofit organizing this type of stuff out in public. Not to mention, it's okay to point out when there is extremists in these types of situations, of course, and call it out, within the proper portion of it. But then if you have, what's his name, Mr. Abdul Kawam in Surrey, walking up to people in 2023 and literally saying, "Are you Muslim?" And if they respond no, slashing their throats. Where's the whole investigative piece on that type of extremism happening here? You kind of just get a little article here and there, kind of, oh yeah, this kind of happened there. Moving on. It's scary, actually.
Drea, what I want to know is, what are the nitty-gritty numbers? The headline said CBC says the Canadian Armed Forces, quote, is filled, end quote, with white people who want to kill people of color. How do you define the word filled? Is that more or less than a dozen, say? They don't get into the numbers. I would say this is probably a radicalized fringe, and that this story, given what we've seen for almost 2 years now, is being blown out of proportion because the narrative works for the left-wing legacy media.
Absolutely. That's something we definitely need to be doing some digging in to prove how much is filled. And again, I'm just going to go back to DEI because they've been heavily pushing DEI. So has that negatively impacted the amount that are filling the industry? So we'll see. We should do that.
And in the big picture, I understand recruitment for the Canadian Armed Forces, it's in the ditch.
Yeah.
And I wonder why that is. Does part of it have to do with vilifying white people? Does part of it have to do with, I don't know, we got to show our diversity by having a drag queen show in the barracks? Does part of it have to do with the men's bathroom being stocked with tampons and sanitary pads? I mean,
top priority. It was
exactly.
labeled the top priority.
You want fighters, you want soldiers in your army. You don't want gender studies graduates. So maybe that has something to do with it. Unbelievable.